this channel by clicking like and subscribing. Enjoy the audio. Why has Tefna cursed us so? All this rain and storming, the thunder, the lightning, the wind, and endless rain. What did I do? Whatever did I do, Tefnut? You are the goddess, so you clearly know more than I, but I had plans today, you know. I wanted to go outside, do some digging, maybe even look for my children. And I can't do that if everything's a wet, muddy mess. So, thanks for that. I do hope Rob brings the sun back soon. That would be absolutely excellent. There you are. I was wondering when you were going to wake up. Yeah, check the weather. Looks like we're not doing any digging today. Really? You've gone out digging in weather like this before? How? Really? You have tools that can do things like that? Tools that can withstand those conditions? I really must be very, very far in the future then, because I can't even begin to imagine. As it is, I'm trying to figure out all these things you have around your home. Like that big flat box shaped thing that's black, sitting over in the corner of that room over there. You call that your television, your TV. And you're able to make it do things by pressing something on a smaller box that you call a remote control. And you press the button, pictures appear on this television. And the pictures, they move, and they're very bright and vibrant and colorful. And they're real looking. Well, some are real looking, and some look pretty similar to what we used to draw on the walls. Very similar. But still, it's a miracle from the gods. The ability to relay such information so quickly and so efficiently. And you tell me that many people have these in their homes, right? Man, imagine what we could have taught each other way back in my time if we had things like this. How educated our children would be. How much better we'd be than our enemies, that's for sure. Imagine if we had all this and the Romans and the Greeks and all of them had what they usually had. We could have whooped them a long time ago. But it is what it is. You've also shown me your research, as you call it, on your laptop computer, which still really just... I can't even begin to figure it out. It's so brain frying. I can't even think of the right words to describe what I feel when I look at that thing. You type in those letters, and you press buttons, and so many different things happen. Words appear on it, and pictures, and moving pictures, and people, voices talking, and moving pictures, people voices talking, and they're talking to you, and you're talking back at them. That's crazy. That's ludicrous. But again, if we had such things back in my time, well, we surely would have been a whole lot more advanced, that's for sure. A whole lot more advanced. It's amazing what the passage of time can achieve, and what people can learn during that. And don't go around thinking that we were some simple people. We certainly were not. We had our own technology, as you seem to call it. It just wasn't as flashy and fancy as all this. Like you thought I'd be impressed by your latrine. Well, yours is a bit fancier than what we had, but we still had something very similar. Especially in the palace. We didn't just, dump our waste wherever. That's disgusting. Not to mention, grossly unhealthy. Grossly unhealthy. Well, yes, we had a form of latrine back then. I'll have to show you sometime if we ever go back to the location of where my palace is. You've been there, right? You haven't? You've never seen the palace? But surely you know where it is, right? What? No. No, 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 no. No. It can't be. It couldn't have just disappeared. It was so big and magnificent and beautiful. You could see it from far, far away. You could see it from the river, and you could see it from the pyramids. You could see it from everywhere. It was a big palace. It surely couldn't have just disappeared. Oh, you think it's somewhere deep underground now? I guess it has been a long time. It got buried under the sand or something. But you don't know exactly where it is, do you? Which means if I want to try to find it, well, I'm in for a heap of trouble. That's why I need you. I need to stick by you because you know all this stuff. You know how to navigate through this time, and these places, and use these tools. You can help me. What do you mean I can't be seen like this? Of course I can't be seen like this. I look ridiculous. Surely there's some proper clothes I could wear. I've gone through your stuff, and you don't seem to have any silks or anything. It's quite peculiar. Your fabrics are a little bit on the scratchy side, and very stretchy. It's quite odd. Yes, what you call a t-shirt and denim pants. Ugh. And it doesn't look very good either. But I guess if I'm gonna blend in this time period and in this place, I'd best wear things like that, right? Well, whatever you think is best. And I still think you found me for a reason. That we were brought together for a reason, because you still look so much like my late husband. So much like Pharaoh. You have the same face shape, the same kind of voice, the same demeanor. You even kind of stand the same as he did. Which is why I'm surprised you're not more powerful here. Surely you must be some kind of leader. Well, you do lead the excavation group, I guess, but I mean more of a leader. Like Pharaoh. What do you mean Pharaoh doesn't exist anymore? Egypt still exists, I assume. So where's the pharaoh? What's democracy? Never heard of it. Sounds like it's not going to work very well. You really should tell Egypt to bring Pharaoh back. Because it worked really well back in my time. It worked really well. Everyone knew their place. Everyone was content. And things got accomplished. Things got done. And everybody knew exactly who they were meant to be, and where they were meant to be. There was rarely any conflict amongst ourselves. So yes, I do think Egypt should go back to having Pharaoh. It just makes sense. It's part of the history, after all. What, you don't think they'll go for it? You future people are so odd. So are there any leaders like Pharaoh? What's a president? A pharaoh that the people choose? No, you can't trust the people to choose. The people don't know anything. They don't know what it takes to be a good leader. They only think about their own self-interest. They don't know anything. They must have picked wrong multiple times. I mean, come on. How many of these presidents have you had? My point exactly. And how many times do you think the people picked wrong? Surely not every single one of them was perfect. There you go. You just went through a few bad ones. And this one's not looking much better, according to what you just said. So why have a pharaoh that the people can choose? A pharaoh is chosen by the gods. And then from then on, it's through his blood and his descendants that continues on the lineage and who becomes pharaoh next. It's worked well during my time. It worked very well. Albeit we all weren't always very healthy. Considering keeping to the bloodline, we all kind of had to be up with ourselves, and not going out and about, as it were. But regardless, it worked, okay? It worked. So, I was doing some reading with that thing you call a tablet, which is nothing like any tablet I've ever seen. It's really fancy, and it took me hours to figure it out. But I managed to find some reading of my language, which is amazing. I had no idea I could even do that. I was reading up on some stuff, and apparently a lot has happened after I pass. I had no idea that Egypt fell like that. And that even Rome fell. That's interesting. A lot has changed, hasn't it? But then I read this book of spells that must have been written by some priests. That said that one day there could be a spell to bring a great pharaoh back from the dead. And my pharaoh was the best. The greatest of the greats. The pharaoh of all pharaohs. And I think that pharaoh is you. I think he's you. I think he is you brought back. Someone triggered the spell. And that's how you found me. Because you obviously want to be reunited with your bride, clearly. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm not crazy. No, I'm not gonna eat the flowers. No, I'm not crazy. I mean, you look like him, you sound like him, you have a similar demeanor to him. I think you are him brought back. Maybe not born that way, but something happened with some spell or something else, and it made you that way. You are Pharaoh. What's it going to take for you to believe me? Oh. Go to the palace, you think? But you don't really know where it is. You said so yourself. You'll get a team to dig it up? Really? What? For me? You do that for me? What do I have to do? Blend in and be quiet? Well, I guess I can do that. I haven't always been very good at being quiet. I mean, Farrah used to always tell me I used to run my mouth like crazy. I used to jabber more than a crocodile. But I can do my best to not be so chatty. Yeah, I wouldn't want to weird out any of the people you work with. That wouldn't be very good now, would it? But are you gonna make me wear those denim pant things? They look so itchy. Are you sure there are no silks around? What about linens? Any linens? Oh, there is linens. Okay. I'll wear something made with that, alright? That's far more comfortable. A dress? Yes, that's perfect. You can get a dress through that laptop computer thing. How? How? You pay it money, and then someone through their nose to bring the dress here to you. And it happens how fast? Less than 3 days? I don't believe you. That's nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. But if it is true, and it's the fastest, easiest, most discreet way to get me proper clothing so I can leave your place of residence and blend in, I mean, I guess, okay? Oh, you think I'm pretty? What, just like this? I'm just in these old wraps. It's nothing too fancy. And you put this sack over me. But I have pretty eyes. Oh, Pharaoh always told me that. See, you are Pharaoh. Come on. He always told me things like that. Perhaps this might trigger something. Anything? Feel anything? Oh, your face is very, very red. I guess that was a little much of me, a little forceful of me, I'm sorry. But I have to prove to you that you are him, and that you and I are meant to be together. We might even be destined to bring Egypt back. That might be why we're supposed to be together. Why I'm not dead anymore. This must mean something. The gods don't do things for no reason, okay? The gods always have a reason. And I believe in the gods. And you should too. I guess you're right. It is getting late. I should probably soak in a bath, even though your bath is kinda, not nearly anything like what I'm used to. But a bath's a bath. Soak in a bath and then get ready to go to sleep. I suppose I'm still sleeping on this thing you call a pull-out couch? Alright. Works for me, I guess. Alright, you're gonna go get ready too? Oh yeah, you do have a long day tomorrow. You have a... what's it called again? A presentation? Ah, okay. Alright, I guess we'll go get ready for sleep now. Have a good night. Sleep well, Pharaoh.
Thank you so much for watching and listening. This piece was brought to you